Hey there. Real quick, because we're going to have a new episode in just a few days. But right now, I want to share some really good news. If you subscribe to our First Aid Kit newsletter, you may already actually have this news because we shared it there last week. And it's this. First Aid Kit? It's now weekly. So, quick review. We started First Aid Kit about 3 years ago, and we were responding to basically the most common feedback we got from listeners, which was, hey, you're sharing a lot of really helpful information. Could you, write some of it down? Because I don't keep a pencil and paper with me while I'm driving my car or doing my dishes or whatever else I'm doing while listening to podcasts. So we did. And, putting out First Aid Kit felt great. And it felt really great to see people actually reading it and using it. But it turned out I just could not sustain writing that weekly newsletter on top of making this show. And we slowed down to monthly, kept getting slower. I was sad. There was just so much to write about. The backlog kept growing. So solution, bring in some help. Really good help. Enter Claire Davenport. Hey, Claire.
Hey, Dan.
Claire.
I'm so excited to be back.
Yeah, you're back because you joined us first as an intern last summer, and you added a ton of reporting power to this project we were doing about facility fees from hospitals. Dozens of listeners shared stories and medical bills, and you organized everything, did a bunch of interviews, and here's why you're the perfect person to do this. You also reviewed everything we ever published while you were an intern here. Every episode, every First Aid Kit, and you cataloged them. And then, after your internship was over, you started digesting it all, for yourself.
Yeah, so I started jotting down what I learned, and it turned into this long note on my phone. It has all these tips, like how to pick insurance or how to fight a bill. Now, whenever I have a doctor's appointment coming up, I just take a peek.
Yeah, I love this. And as you told me, you ended up using this note to help a friend, right?
Yes, I did. So over the summer, my roommate had a bad fall, and she wound up breaking her arm and wrist. There were a lot of complications and multiple surgeries.
Multiple surgeries?
She ended up with a bunch of hospital bills she didn't know what to do with. So we went through my note together and made a plan. She started looking through her bills more closely. And since then, she's been fighting some of the charges.
Oh, yeah? How's it going?
Well, it's like most battles over bills. Not so quick. But we're making progress.
Okay, well, keep me posted.
I will. And let me add, we went back to my note in November when she was signing up for health insurance, because she figured she'd be going to the doctor a lot.
Yeah, of course.
And we ended up looking back at one of the very earliest first aid kits.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
So she had been looking at a plan with a lower monthly premium. But after we decoded the fine print, we realized the more expensive plan was the better deal.
Okay, say more.
Well, we looked at all the physical therapy and possible surgery she'd still need. And with all of that, it seemed like what really mattered was how much of that would she end up on the hook for.
Yep.
We looked at it all and we were like, yeah, it's the more expensive plan. She was pretty mad at the time.
I hope she's forgiven you. How's she doing, medically?
She's doing really well. I'd say her arm mobility is 80% back to normal. And she's still improving.
Right on.
And one more thing, these tips have also been super useful for me because I have some chronic health issues. So medical bills, insurance claims, they come up all the time. And you know what? That is a whole bunch less scary now than it used to be because I have these notes to myself right in my pocket.
This is why you're the perfect person to write First Aid Kit. From your work with us last summer, I know you're a super energetic, super thoughtful reporter, and you've already been digesting everything we've been learning in making this show and using it yourself and passing it along.
And now, instead of just telling my roommate and family members or posting online, I get to actually publish it here for this community. I mean, what could be better?
Yeah. So if you're listening to this, you haven't already, now is a great time to subscribe to First Aid Kit. We're going to have links wherever you're listening, or you can head to armandalegshow.com/firstaidkit and hit subscribe. I'll catch you in a few days with a new episode. Till then, take care of yourself.